we have the current stock market update for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we have the 1 hour price chart. Each candle on this price chart will represent a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see, the share price itself has managed to post new highs above the $36 handle. This is a fairly significant price move to the top side. Most recently, we have seen bounces out of the 2960 area. So in this video, we will be looking at some very specific price zones to determine whether or not this stock is a strong buy at the moment, whether or not this upward momentum is likely to continue, so that hopefully traders can develop some profitable trading strategies for this stock going forward. So here, as I said, we did see a strong bounce here out of this 2960 area. A lot of this upward price movement is being propelled by the news that Palantir will be included in the S&P 500. It was not previously. Dell and Palantir were both added to the S&P 500. American Airlines was removed from the S&P 500. Overall, this has been a positive story that has sort of brought more attention to the stock. However, these recent price movements higher do seem a bit unsustainable in my view. I wouldn't exactly be a buyer at these levels. I don't think that it makes a lot of sense to chase this stock higher. And there are some important reasons which would help to explain why that would be the case. So if we look at these new near-term price highs here, what we can see in the indicator reading itself, and remember this is the hourly time frame, what we can see here is that there is a clear bearish divergence that has developed for this stock. Essentially, what this means is that the indicator readings are not confirming these longer-term highs. So that would be, in addition to the fact that this news of including Palantir in the S&P 500 on its own, this has been, somewhat known for a while. This isn't really new information. This is something that's been expected for quite some time. Palantir is a great company, and they really should be in the S&P 500. But this news development, was largely expected. This on its own doesn't really change any of the underlying fundamentals of the company. And then we still have the very elevated forward PE ratio that's connected to this stock. That has only been made worse by these recent runs higher. So I do think that this is a bit of a recipe for disaster, people getting long the stock at this point. I think there's a lot of hype that's being centered around this most recent news event, and I just don't see this recent news event as being particularly significant, at least not in my view. And then in addition to that, what we're seeing here in the indicator reading is a bearish divergence condition that is failing to confirm these recent highs above the $36 level. So let's explain exactly what that means here. So if we look at this downward sloping trend line here on the relative strength index, which is the purple line at the bottom of the price chart here, this is the momentum indicator. So as we can see here, this prior high in the RSI started to develop as share prices were trading right around, but this is below $27. It's actually even below $26. We're looking at roughly $25.60 in this development of the beginning of the development of this movement higher in the relative strength index. As this continues here, we start to see share prices continue to move higher, but the indicator reading itself starts to move lower. And then if we look at these most recent highs here, as we're trading, right around the $35 mark, we can see that the relative strength index is failing to post new highs in conjunction with those share price movements. So in other words, we're seeing share prices move higher and we're seeing the indicator reading move lower. So this gives you a bearish divergence condition. So divergences tend to be one of the most powerful technical signals in chart analysis. This doesn't necessarily mean that they work 100% of the time. Nothing works 100% of the time. But divergences do tend to be one of the most powerful signals that you will see in chart analysis. So if we combine that with some of these fundamental factors like the forward PE ratio, the fact that this inclusion in the S&P 500 doesn't do anything to change the underlying fundamentals, it really just sort of puts Palantir in the headlines for a short period of time. We've also seen some broad sell-offs in the technology space recently. So as things currently stand, I wouldn't really be pointing to this stock as a strong buy here like essentially every other YouTuber is doing at the moment. People on YouTube tend to recommend stocks as they're sort of surging to new highs. I mean, this is a very common practice on this platform. I guess I would say that I'm old school, and that I like to buy low and sell high. I don't like to chase stocks that are rallying strongly like this. So this is to say nothing about the underlying operations of the company or anything like that. I think it's a great company. I think it's a great stock, but I would not be a buyer at these elevated levels. I think this would mean buying into the hype, and we're just seeing too many reasons here to avoid the stock and to focus on other names that might be much cheaper. So as things currently stand, we would need to look for some price zones that would need to uh, be seen in order to reduce this bullish outlook. So one area that I would definitely be pointing to would be the prior highs at 33.13. If we were to see a break into that area, we would then be trading back inside of the exponential moving average cluster. And remember, this is the hourly price chart. So these hourly moving averages tend to carry more weight and importance uh, when compared to something like a 5-minute price chart, which is something that not very many people are watching. A much smaller percentage of the market would be watching those intraday sort of day trading price charts, but that's really not the case for the hourly price chart and for the daily price chart. Those tend to be much more common, much more commonly watched. And as a result, these moving averages tend to be much more closely followed. So if we do fall back into this exponential moving average cluster, and it's surprising that we haven't already, I mean, the share price itself is managing to find some pretty good support right near this 20-hour exponential moving average. But it really remains to be seen how much longer that trend can continue. At some point, we're likely to see a break lower, and share prices themselves are now starting to roll over out of overbought territory. In addition to creating that bearish divergence condition. So if we did see a break below 33.13, the bias at that point would then be sideways consolidative. Really wouldn't be a significant trend movement there expected in either direction. But we really wouldn't change the outlook here to a bearish outlook unless we were to see a break below this support zone coming in at 29.60. If we were to see a break below there, then I do think that you could be in store for some further losses. But of course, we're not there yet. We would need to break through a few different support zones in order for that to be seen. So here's the current stock market update for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.